Hey everyone, ExxotikGaming here, back with another Pixel Gun 3D weapon review, a review that you all have been waiting for. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the new Super Lottery weapon known as the EVA, which I actually don't have in my super chest anymore because I finally got this thing today, guys. After so many days since this weapon has been released, I finally got it, and I'm so freaking happy. It wouldn't be possible without the huge help of another YouTuber known as TerraPG3D who helped me get the weapon. Guys, no joke, I literally spent over $60 trying to get this one single gun. It's really annoying. I opened up so many chests and just wasn't able to get it. With all the demonetization that's happening on YouTube recently, that really took a big toll on me, so I would really appreciate it a lot if you left a like down below to show your support. I didn't want to have to spend $60 to get this one weapon, but I know you guys wanted to see it, and I'm willing to do anything for you guys. So yeah, just leave a like down below to show your support so I know this was worth it. Subscribe if you're new, and turn on notifications if you haven't done so already. So yeah, let's jump into the video. Now, going into our sniper section, this is the EVA. It's a mythical weapon, and doesn't it look like a Halloween weapon? Honestly, I feel like this weapon should have been released back when Pumpkin Thrower was first released because it looks like it has the same sort of design as it. Now, this weapon is a sniper, and it's a reskin of the very popular Impulse sniper rifle that was released back in early 2015, but this weapon has some different stats. It has area damage, and it has the burning effect, so it definitely has a lot going for it. It has an efficiency of 29, a 77 firing rate, a 16 capacity, and an 11 weight. Pretty fast firing rates, pretty decent capacity, and you're looking at generally a 3-shot kill when you're going up a max armored player in Pixel Gun 3D. Now, is it always going to be a 3-shot kill? No, because sometimes when you do encounter people, they might already have some damage dealt to them, and sometimes that burning effect will work pretty well, so it might only be a 2-shot kill, as you guys can see right there. But if you were to go up against a max armored player, you're usually going to have a 3-shot kill if you're going pretty fast at your shots and, making sure your shots land all the time. As you can see, 2 and 3 against that guy. It's pretty good, as you can see. The area damage definitely helps, and this is one of those weapons where, even though it's a sniper, I feel like people aren't really going to use it as much as a sniper should be used. I mean, you can use the scope, and you can use that very nice zoom that this weapon has, but when you're using this weapon, you don't really have to. You can use this weapon just like some of the other area damage weapons in this game, and it's almost like having a secondary area damage weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. Although the scope does help. As you can see, you can aim a lot better, you can hit enemies a lot more easily, and you can definitely get those kills at longer range a lot better than you would with some of the other ones. It's really nice that this weapon doesn't have any travel time with the area damage as well. It's like the Electro Blast Rifle in that respect. The second you press that firing button, no matter how far away the enemy is, it will instantly hit them. So that's really nice. A lot of the other area damage weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, like the OX Bad Code, for example, takes a while before it hits the end of the other wall. With this weapon, you don't have that. You are instantly going to hit and explode the enemy with this weapon here. Now, it is very important that you do land your shots pretty consistently, because if you do go up against somebody who has a more powerful area damage at closer range, you're going to have some difficulties taking them out. This is why a map like Ants Life, like I'm in right now, might not always be the best option for you, and that's just because you will have those close range encounters at certain times. You want to make sure you are limiting your close range encounters, as you can see, because somebody who has a more powerful one-shot kill weapon like this will end up usually killing you. So you got to be careful. You got to be more tactical, and you got to make sure that those shots do not miss. Because if you miss one of your shots, well, as you can see right there, I missed one of those shots, and that guy destroyed me. So be careful when you're using this weapon. A lot of the times when you do use it, you're not going to always get the kill, which is good, because we don't want another OP sniper. That would make this weapon no different from some of the others. The thing is, this is one of those area damage snipers that really just, it's fun to use and requires skill, and it's not super OP, and that's why I like it a lot. It's like the Electro Blast Rifle. When people use the Electro Blast Rifle, it's not a ridiculously OP weapon, and that's why it's pretty nice to use pretty much any time you want to use it in a match. It's not like the one shot where people get mad because, I mean, you're using a one-shot kill weapon that's one shot regardless where you're hitting on the body. Like, this guy can easily beat me in any circumstance, but if I do get that kill, like I did just there, you feel like you did a really good job, and you feel like you were clearly better than the other guy. Because if somebody is using always a one-shot kill weapon, and then you can take them out with a multi-shot kill, and they're missing all their shots, well, who's the better player? obviously you're the better player, and you can flaunt that to them. You can show that and shove that in their face and really make them mad because they're using the OP weapon and you're not, and you're clearly still the better weapon, as I'm showing right here at occasions when I am encountering other people. It's really nice. And is it the most powerful weapon in the world? No, but it's good because of that. That's really the main thing that I'm trying to say here. Not every weapon in Pixel Gun 3D has to be OP, which is, it's pretty important to let people know that, because people have been introduced to so many OP weapons in recent years, and in recent months, most particularly, with weapons like the Judge and Ghost Lantern and stuff like that, that they're just used to having OP weapons always released into the game. So whenever a weapon like this is released into the game, they're kind of just like, well, it sucks. I don't want it. And, you know, that's not really the case. I mean, as you can see, I'm still getting fantastic gameplay, and this is one of those weapons where if you use it, you can actually gain a lot more skill, and you can be better with everything when you're using this. So I'd honestly say, not based off of skill, or not based off of pure power, this is one of the better weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, just because it's a quality sniper that requires a decent amount of skill when using, because it's not a one-shot kill like the one-shot or the anti-champion rifle or something like that, and you really have to have a bit of a challenge when you're using this thing if you want to go up against other players who are using the more powerful weapons in this game. So if I would recommend getting this thing, I'm not entirely sure. It is a super chest weapon, and as you guys saw just earlier, like I mentioned, I spent a ridiculous amount of money trying to get this thing. Is this thing worth $60? No. Is any weapon in Pixel Gun worth $60? Obviously not. I would hope nobody actually seriously thinks a single weapon in this Minecraft shooting game is worth $60, because it's not. The entire game isn't even worth $60, so just keep that in mind. Maybe if you can be lucky enough to duel for a super chest and you win and you get this thing, hey, that's great, but other than that, I'd say stay away from trying to get this thing, because you can still get kind of the same effect with the area damage and the multi-shot kill with something like the Electro Blast rifle, like I said just earlier. So yeah, I mean, I still really like it. It's still a really powerful weapon, and it's really fun, and I do like it. I definitely will be using this thing in the matches that I go into, but it's simply just not worth $60. Maybe they'll release it into the store in a future update or something. That's always possible. Who really knows? But yeah, for right now, your best bet is to probably just stay away from this thing, and you'll still get fantastic gameplay with something like the Electro Blast Rifle. I love the way its design is, though. I remember when the Impulse Sniper Rifle was introduced into Pixel Gun 3D, and oh my god, that was such a cool looking weapon when it was introduced, because back before the Impulse Sniper Rifle, we had some really basic looking weapons in this game. I'm trying to think some of the ones that we had. We had the crossbow. It's a pretty average weapon. Most other video games have that. We had pretty basic things like, I don't know, maybe the flower power. It's you know, just a more average looking weapon that's not really unique to this video game. And then when the Impulse Sniper Rifle was introduced, I mean, my god, look at how cool that thing looks now. And then we have this thing, a colored version of it. It's not just gray, it's green and purple, and it just looks freaking amazing, man. I don't know, I really like it. I like the design a lot. It is nice also that it has that area damage and the fact that you can get multiple people with one single shot. So if you're lucky enough to have 2 people converging on one single area, you can get like 3 people with one single shot, so you can kind of have that same multi-person kill effect as you would with like the prototype, where if multiple people were standing behind the others. But most likely that's not going to happen because it is a multi-shot kill. It is also nice having the very decent capacity with this thing, because as you can see, if this thing only had like a 4 capacity, that would just be really pretty bad, because you'd have to be reloading constantly if you wanted to have that 4 capacity, since it's a literal like 3-shot, sometimes even 4-shot kill. And that's just, I mean, come on, 4 capacity, 4-shot kill, that's just not good. So thank God it has a really good capacity, because you can kind of spray and pray using this thing and not really have to worry. You don't really need to reload that much at all when you're using this thing, to be honest, and that's a pretty good thing about this Eva sniper rifle. I love this thing, guys. I really like it a lot. I really wish this thing was not just a super lottery weapon. I really wish this was something that you could get in the just the regular store. I feel like this would be one of those weapons that you could probably get as a coin purchasable weapon, and that would be pretty fair. I feel like if they sold this in the regular armory for maybe, I don't know, like 400 coins or something like that, that would make this weapon a much more popular weapon than what it is right now, because currently I literally never see a single person using this thing in Pixel Gun 3D, and I don't know, I just think that would make it a lot more reasonable weapon than just a weapon you can get in the Super Lottery. Like I said in my Pixel Gun rant back at the end of 2016, I generally would think that the OP weapon should stay in the Super Lottery, so you know, I feel like something like the one-shot should have been in the Super Lottery since it is so powerful. And then something like the EVA, which is a little less powerful and more of your average weapon in Pixel Gun 3D, this should be one of those ones that you buy with coins. And that would make this game a little bit less OP, a little bit more balanced, and overall a better game in general. Should you use that scope? Like I said, it's really up to you. It's not the most helpful thing in the entire world because, you know, generally, since you have that area damage, you can get people at most ranges without using the scope. So the scope is almost more of an aesthetic appeal type thing, but, you know, it can help on occasion if you are in those longer range maps. If you were to go into, like, Sniper Forts or something like that, that's where I could see the scope working a little bit better in that map. Ants Life is just, you get too many close range encounters, and the only reason I really went into Ants Life for this video was just to show you guys the wide variety of different ranges you can encounter when you're using this weapon, and how this weapon basically just dominates at any range. Close, medium, long range, my god, this thing is freaking awesome. I love it. I highly recommend getting it if they ever add it into the store. That's all I have to say. Hopefully, if you're watching this several months into the future, they do add it into the store, and it's not just like the Beast, where it was only a Super Lottery weapon, and that's it. It was done. That's all you could get from it, and you're never able to get it again. But the gameplay I've gotten in this video is very, very nice. I'm not going to say I got bad gameplay, that's for sure. You can get a whole lot of kills using this thing, and you can win in matches if you play well enough. That's basically what it comes down to. It's nice because, as you can see, 33 points. I got the victory. How many kills did I get in total? I got 19 kills, man. Some of those other people are using really OP weapons, but when you're using a weapon like this that requires more skill than some of the other one-shot snipers in this game or area damage weapons in the game, and you can actually use this weapon pretty consistently and get better and better and better at the game, so you're going to become a more skill-based player in Pixel Gun 3D. If I got 19 kills using the EVA and somebody else was using for example, maybe the Judge, the entire match and got 25 kills, I would be the better player because I was using a much less powerful weapon and I still was able to get a pretty decent amount of kills using it. So, it's good. I really like it because of that. We got a nice invisible kill right there. My god, can we get another one? I don't really know. But overall, if I was to rate this weapon between 1 and 10, I'd give this weapon like a 7.5. Now, in terms of how fun this weapon is, oh boy. This weapon, man, I'd be giving this weapon a solid 9.5 to maybe even a 10. It is fun. Area damage on a sniper is pretty fun, to be completely honest, guys. I liked using the Electro Blast Rifle when that thing was first introduced, and now we have this one. And it's, I feel like the blast is even bigger with this weapon than the Electro Blast Rifle, so it's a little bit easier to use that area damage weapon, or the area damage capability with this weapon than the Electro Blast Rifle. So, if you want a sniper with the area damage, get this one or the Electro Blast Rifle, and you'll have a very, very fun time in Pixel Gun 3D. A not OP time, I should add, like I said before. It's not OP, and that's the best thing about this weapon. And that's why I like it so much. So, yeah, guys, this was the EVA review. I don't really have much else I need to say. Big shout out again to Terra PG3D for getting me this weapon on my account. Otherwise, I would not be able to review this thing for you guys. So you guys can thank this video to Terra because, well, without Terra, I would not be able to do this. So, big thanks. And, yeah, that's basically it for this review. I've really had a lot of fun reviewing this thing. I talked more than I generally do in my reviews, but I had a lot to say. And I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say for this video. My thoughts on how to make this game a little bit better, my thoughts on how to make it a little less OP, and my thoughts on how to make this weapon a coin purchasable weapon instead of just a Super Lottery thing. That would make this weapon 100 times better if they could make it bought by coins. Please, really soft. Pixel Gun Company, just do it. Make this weapon a weapon you can get with coins, I beg of you. But, yeah, guys, that's basically it. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you guys did enjoy. I think I got some fantastic gameplay, so leave a like. I said so twice. Apologies for that. Leave a like for the awesome gameplay I got throughout this video. Subscribe if you are new. Turn on notifications like I just said at the beginning of the video. And, yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode.